What's up, guys? Ronnie G from the Broad Street Trades. No intro. Let's just jump right into it. Yeah, yeet. All right. So as you can see here, we had a pretty solid week here. Few nice trades. We had took one loser this week, but we did swing Baba over the weekend on Friday. I did think this was kind of risky, only because given the climate, swinging is kind of hard in this climate right now, but swinging over the weekend is even more crazy, given that a lot of news is supposed to be coming out soon, so it could drop at any moment. So I just thought it was slightly risky, but I chose Baba since it wouldn't be directly correlated with the U.S. market since it is a more Chinese stock. But it wound up working out for a 37% gain. Let me show you what I saw there on the charts. So Bob, I was coming off this demand zone that I had here, and then I actually didn't like it on Thursday. I liked it better on Friday. As you can see, we're making a higher low here, and we actually made higher lows for a couple of days. So, but I learned to get in here around close to 3 o'clock in the day. We swung it into Monday. As you can see, I literally exited the top here right at market open. I just got out. I alerted to close. It wound up running a little bit more, as you can see here, but I was very happy with taking those 37% gains, given that I thought it was a risky play to begin with. So even though it was only 37%, in my mind it was probably like it was like an 80%er in my mind. Next up, we took LVS, Las Vegas Sands. Got in the 5750 call. I'm really actually bullish on a lot of things that's opening up. Las Vegas Sands, oil, MGM, hotels, all those kind of things. I'm actually very bullish on those things going for the next few months. So I'm going to keep looking for opportunities to dip by these. So I'll just show you what I've seen here on the charts over here. Put up here. So on a daily here. So pull down into this demand zone. It was bouncing off nicely here. I had a really big green day. This was actually the entry that I wanted. I actually wanted this day. I actually completely forgot about getting into LVS here on this day. So I was pretty upset with myself about missing this huge move. But then it came back down for a retest here of demand, and we actually got out here. Mostly caught the top there. Yeah, for 15 minutes. So I learned right about here. I think bounce off of this demand zone, create a higher low from here. I actually alerted around here. We swung into the next day. I got out most of my position right here at the top half, and then I had a stop loss here in the other half, and I'm pretty sure I got stopped out. Switch back over. As you can see here, LVS in at 234, out at 295 for a 27% gain. Net gain of $122, not bad. NIO was our loser for the week. And this trade was actually uncharacteristic of me to take. I was kicking myself the moment I took it. I was kicking myself for it, and I just got a little greedy. But the strat was sound. Like my thesis behind it was sound. Um, but my execution was not. So we got here on the 18th, and it came down to this demand zone. This would have been my entry here. Normally this is my entry, and then we play this green day up. Everyone's happy. This line was a nice support line. So then price action looked really good. I was speculating that we was going to get over this 8 SMA and push to the 200 EMA here, and that's actually not what happened. We actually got stalled out here, and the market was collectively tanking down. This candle right here was this area in general was my entry, but I'm pretty sure it was the exact candle that was my entry here. And as you can see, towards the end of the day, it actually sold off. I almost alerted the exit here as we were just falling to the support here, but literally as we fell to the support, it was already 4 o'clock. Couldn't close positions, and I didn't want to put anybody in a tough spot trying to get out with only seconds left. So I just close it up and kind of hope for the best. Open up the next day. Open up down. I didn't want to close it right away, but as it was consolidating, but it was just stayed burning real bad, and I actually wound up exiting out of this play for a 29% loser. But it wound up pushing back up the next couple of days. But when I last checked on Friday, the premiums actually didn't hold up, so still a good exit on my part. But it was a bad trade overall. It was definitely uncharacteristic to me. I never actually take trades like that. I normally take them, as you guys seen, when they come into my demand zones, or at least on top of my demand zones, and that was already far away from my demand zone. So my risk to reward wasn't the same as it normally is, and I got punished for it. And that's why you have rules. That's exactly why you have trading rules that you follow. You honor your stop loss, you take profits at your your TP levels. That's exactly why you have rules. And anytime you don't follow those rules, the market will humble you real fast, and that's exactly what happened. So we took a loss that we did not have to take here. 29% loss for a total of $104. Basically wiped away the Baba gains, and we were just still sitting with the LVS gains. Still not bad, but definitely should not even been in this trade for the most part. In the contracts, now that I'm looking back at a 40 call when price was at $34, and NIL doesn't move, so but even though options move at expectations, this fill was actually bad. The 35 calls would actually been better to actually fight decay. They didn't burn as much, but it is what it is. Took the L on that. Lived to fight another day. Next up is PayPal. We actually got in PayPal here on the 18th for 202 for a net gain of 26.5%. I had two exits here. These contracts actually wound up running a lot more from what I got out at on the small account. Show you here. So PayPal, I actually alerted here the same day as we got an NIO towards the end of the day, and price, as you can see, is sold off here like the whole market did. Opened up here, actually gapped down here. It actually looks really bad on a daily. It actually looks really bad here. So entry here, and no, excuse me, entry here on the 18th, and then we gap down here, creating a higher low here. So that actually gave me confidence to hold when the market opened. I said, as with NIO and PayPal, I did not want to just close within the first half hour, 45 minutes of the market. I wanted to give the market a chance to recover. Because what happens is that people will panic sell, and when you're selling, you have to sell it to a buyer. So other guys are buying your position from you, and you're never sure what somebody's the reasoning behind them to get in that position. They could just be buying a bad position too, just like you did, or they could be just sitting there soaking up your orders and ready to take price up higher. And that's actually what happened. So price came in, it still was in demand zone. I still felt confident. Excuse me, holding this as it was in our demand zone, and price rewarded me by curling out of here in demand zone. Then we held one more day to Thursday, the 20th, and I actually exited at market, almost at market open, but I exited kind of at the top here, this 251. My first exit was at market open at 235 or 230, and my second exit was at 270. These contracts wound up being worth $3 here. It was a very nice trade. Kind of couldn't snipe any better. I do think that there's a lot more potential here. If I pull up the 90-minute, I think there's a lot more potential here. As you can see that we was in this pendant here. We squeezed out of it and consolidated on top of another demand zone. Push up here. I think we actually see 270 on PayPal. Given whatever might happen with Bitcoin and things like that. Pull up those swings. So net gain here 26.5%. Basically got our money back from the NIO play. And then Exxon, which actually wound up being a very fire play, got in for 137, exited at 170. Actually exited half at 170, held some, and I exited my stop loss was at 170. I wound up getting stopped out on this play, but they hit a high of 190, and I almost sold at 190, but I wanted to be greedy and try to get to $2 per contract. And which is okay. I mean, sometimes my stop loss was at the pull up Exxon here. So we actually entered here as it was coming out of a demand zone here, created a higher low, pulled back. I sniped this entry. By the time we got into entry here, by the end of the day, I think the contracts was actually already up $20 per contract, which was like 12%. So if some people could have just day traded that, which would have been a really good play as well. 12% in like it was like a half hour. It's not bad. Actually, we actually sniped that exit here. Market opened up. It ran up to actually I had a TP here at 59.80. It literally tapped that and basically started reject, consolidate, and then this is actually where I got stopped out at the $1.70. And then good thing I did. Price actually sold off back into demand. So now I'm actually looking back at it for another re-entry on Exxon. I almost called this out into Friday close at Exxon call, along with some other things I was watching. But I didn't want to double dip again so soon, given that price can dip in lower, as you can see, low, lower low, lower low. So we actually can dip a little bit lower here as we watch this trend here. Switch over. So we exited out for a nice 24% gain, $132. As you can see here, I actually sized up, excuse me, $200 more here. Typically, lately I've been going up for $400 position sizing. On this particular play, I went up to $600 position sizing because I was already considering going up to $600 position sizing anyways. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that position sizing as of right now, but I was very, very confident in this play. You should never actually, lower or up your position sizing just because you like this play more than the other. You should weigh all your plays equally. So I don't suggest doing that, but I did feel very confident in the Exxon play, and I was also on the verge of upping the position sizing too. I'm very excited to start showing you guys parabolic gains, seeing how fast things snowball once you have consistency in the strategy. As you can see all the stats here, scroll up to the top here. So this week now we're up at 502% for a total profit of $2,500, and we're just nicely stair stepping up. Got a little middle finger here, but nice stair stepping up to our profits. This is exactly what you want to see in your account. You want to see just stair stepping up gradually and continuously making profits. Pullbacks happen, as you can see, pullback, just like if you was watching the stock, pullbacks happen. You just gotta stay with your strategy and play the numbers. Weekly, monthly. We ended the week up, ended the day up on Friday 4.5%, and we ended the week up almost 13.5%. That's phenomenal. Um, Big hedge funds don't even make 13.5% in a whole year. Here we are making it every single week, at least almost 5% a week. As you can see here, already for the whole month, we're up almost 27% of the whole account. Hopefully we keep that going. I would like to go from 600 to 1,000, and I would try to like to close around 1,500 this month, and then next month we can hit our number one target, which was 5K, 10x the account, and then we can try to do from 5K to 25K, another kind of challenge. If you like swings like these, you could join the Discord in the description down below. You would join the Discord. Let me show you. You have a nice group here, talking stocks and finance all day. Scroll up. You would go to Gold Sign Up. Click this link and fill it out right there. Till next time, guys. Take care.